So Bronny James is finally here in NBA Live Mobile Season 9. I managed to get him on day one of the game coming out through one of the core trade up sets. I only did this set once and somehow he was the only card I managed to pull. Call it luck what you will, but he is 73 rated as his base card in NBA Live Mobile. Do you think that's a little bit too high or do you think that's a bit too low for Bronny James? Let me know in the comments down below. I know he has been demoted to the G League and he seems to be finding his stride a little bit more in the G League itself. So it'll be interesting to see where his career goes after this season. But let's take a look at his stats over here. These are his base stats. So you can see he's got 68 dunking, 68 layups, 71 speed, 74 agility, a decent 3-point shot at 77 for a 73 rated card, a 73 mid-range as well. Defensively, he's not amazing, but some of the stats are looking very good, especially considering he is just a 73 rated gold player. Now, because he's not in the NBA at the moment, he's in that G League. It'll be really interesting to see whether we actually get any promo versions of Bronny James, whether he gets upgraded, because I know the most hyped player last season was Victor Wembanyama, and of course he's been tearing it up in the NBA, playing absolutely ridiculously. So he has of course got some great promo cards last season. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Bronny James this season, whether he gets some ridiculous cards. I'm not too sure, or whether this will be the only card we ever see of him in NBA Live Mobile. But he's at 73 overall. He can go into my season 9 lineup, which is currently looking like this at the moment. I've tried to get some more strategic players, so you can see the power forward and the center and the point guard spot on the bench are all matching with that boost item. But we will head over to the main boost lineup, which is using past season players. So you can't get any of these guys if you are starting playing the game right now. You can't get any of them because they are from past seasons, unless you have a time machine. You can go back and try and play some past seasons. But let's scroll all the way down to find Bronny James to see exactly what overall he is going to go up to in this ridiculous boost lineup. So let's go down to the 73 rated Bronny James. He goes up to 87 overall in this lineup. We've got some ridiculous boosts on this card. The dunking is going to be above 100. The layup is also going to be above 100. The shooting stats are going to be very high indeed for this Bronny James card. But I'm going to be doing a showdown quarter with him in the season 9 lineup to give you a feel as to what he would look like with no boost on him whatsoever. And then we'll go into this crazy boosted lineup to see how he plays and how differently he plays in that showdown quarter. It'll be interesting to see whether EA completely screwed up with this player model as well, or whether it vaguely resembles him, because I do know the Wembanyama player model was absolutely horrific, and I don't think they've changed it at all since the start of NBA Live Mobile Season 8. I still think it doesn't look anything like him at all, so hopefully they did a slightly better job with Bronny James, although my hopes aren't up too high with him at the moment. I think he's probably the most hyped rookie for this season, and we're already sort of halfway through the season already, which is kind of nuts. But as you can see on the team, I've also managed to get myself Franz Wagner. This was a real surprise. I managed to get him through the daily login stuff. As you can see, the daily rewards here, the second day does give you that sort of pack chance of getting him, and somehow I managed to pull him, which was absolutely nuts. Was not expecting that at all, especially to kick things off in season 9. So we have our matchup over here, and it's against a 78 rated team. It is going to be a multi-year lineup, although it hasn't really got some ridiculous cards. He's got a nice LeBron James card at 89 rated. So we got Bronny James up against LeBron James, which is going to be really interesting. We have got that overall advantage, and look at that. We got Bronny James there, and that does not look anything like him. What have EA done with this player model?
What the heck is that?
We'll try and get a dunk off if we can with him. It's gone for the mid-range. We'll take that though, as he manages to sink it with a 73 mid-range shot over there. But yeah, let me know what you think about this player model. I don't really think it looks like him at all. But then the Wemby player model didn't either. And LeBron's gonna dunk over Bronny James over there. He's got 81 dunking on that LeBron James, but we'll find Bronny James over here, try and drive in for a dunk. He's just going to get through above DeAndre Ayton and come through for that two-handed slam. But yeah, I can't really tell. It doesn't look like Bronny James, but it doesn't look a million miles off. I don't really know. It's looking a little bit weird. Of course, it's not like LeBron James that looks pretty much like LeBron James. Same with Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. All of these guys look like themselves, but Bronny James doesn't really look like himself at all. Let's see what we can do. We get the spin move off to try and come through, and again coming through with that dunk. He's only got 70 dunking, and he's managed to pull off 2 pretty good dunks over there. And of course, he's a base card, so he won't have any dunk packages at all, which is really interesting. But we're just about going to get the rebound there with Franz Wagner. We'll play over to Kevon Looney, off to Bronny James for a tough 2-pointer, and there we go. He started to miss his shots there. That was a tough shot though at 73 mid-range, and of course, being off balance does not help in this game. But we are up by 2 points, so hopefully we can keep things going against against this Steph Curry card who's just come through, unfortunately, to tie up the game with that layup. I doubt we will get a proper redesign with Bronny James in his player model, especially considering we didn't get that with Wembanyama. So I'm guessing this is probably all we've got for Bronny James in NBA Live Mobile. I think the only promo we could possibly see him in the game would be if we had, say, a promo that had father-son duos or something like that, and you had like a Del Curry and a Steph Curry and all that stuff, and then you'd also have LeBron and Bronny. But I'm not sure how the rights work because he would be in the G League, whether we can actually have him in the game past this card over here as Bronny knocks down that three-point shot. And that's his first three-pointer made in this game, which is nuts. Doncic unable to get the steal off of that Stephen Curry card. But yeah, it'll also be interesting to see what sort of concepts we can see of people making some crazy artwork with Bronny James and what sort of card designs they can come up with. But let's try it again. Another three-pointer. Bronny has sent Steph Curry to the ground, but unfortunately he just missed that three-pointer. I don't know why Steph just completely fell to the ground there. Bronny really didn't do anything special at all, but he somehow managed to stand Steph and still wasn't able to knock down the three-pointer. We got the time running down though a little bit. I want to try and get one more dunk off with this version of Bronny James. Try and get around his man over here. He's up against Donovan Mitchell, who's playing some pretty good defense around him. We'll try and get the spin move off. Again, not really showing us the way to the basket, so we'll come out for the three-pointer at the buzzer, and Bronny is going to sink that one. So 12-8 in that quarter. Not bad at all for the 73 rated Bronny James. I'm not sure whether it's enough to win the quarter, although our opponent didn't have the highest rated team. But now we're playing with the boost lineup. Now we're playing with the higher rated version of Bronny James. We do actually win that quarter fairly comfortably at 28-17, so GG's to him. But now it's going to be a real test to see what Bronny James can do when we've completely boosted him up. So he's now from that 73 rated all the way up to now being, I think, 87 rated. But up against that multi-year team who's got a 104 rated lineup. So this is going to be an interesting one. We do also have that overall advantage like we had in the last game. But let's see how much better this Bronny James card can perform with the better boost. We'll go for a step back three-pointer to kick things off. And there we go, knocking it down 101 on that three-point shot. We're going to have to try some dunks to see how much easier it is to go ahead and get through with this card to get the dunks off. We get a steal that time with Bob McAdoo, which is great. We'll play it over to Bronny James, try and run in and get a dunk off. He's going to come through straight through one man over the second one. One-handed slam, and he's going to finish off the play. 115 on his dunking is absolutely ridiculous. That just shows how crazy some of the boosts were in past seasons. These +6 boosts, the GOAT boost, high flyer boost, all of these nuts boosts, getting this guy up as much as possible is absolutely ridiculous. Although they're going to miss their shot that time. Maravich getting blocked by Steph Curry. Hornacek getting the ball back though. He goes up again, but we get the block again with Steve Novak, I think that was, getting the block. Bronny James will come through with a ridiculous layup to get that one off. He's got a 106 layup, which is great to see. And I don't think I've seen that type of layup before in the game. Curry able to get the steal straight through to Bronny James, and he's going to have no trouble coming through for that two-handed slam to put us up 9-0 in this quarter. We got Curry again getting the steal. We'll try and do an alley-oop if we can, although Bronny James does not want to run anywhere near the hoop. We'll play it back out to him. He's going to miss his shot though, even with a decent release. Novak just unfortunately almost keeping that in bounds, but Bronny James's mid-range is at 97, so not above 100 on that mid-range shot, but very, very close to being it. They're going to try and come through. We get the block though. I think that was Bob McAdoo getting the block. Bronny James is not really going to run in to get an alley-oop off. We might have to try it with him and LeBron trying to do alley-oops to each other, but we'll come through with an easy layup. Again, just missing that shot over there, which is not great. Him missing a layup is not good at all. You know what? We might try a jelly layup with him because I think I probably could pull that one off, although it has been a while since I've done one of them in NBA Live Mobile. Can he get a steal off Maravich? Unfortunately not, but Steph again getting a block over Pete Maravich there to send it out of bounds. We got Bronny James all the way here on the right-hand side. Let's try that jelly layup. There we go. First time of asking, and we're gonna knock it down straight away to put us up 11-0 in this showdown quarter. Can we hold our opponent to 0 points in this game? Bronny James up against Maravich. Can we get the steal? We just about do. We'll run it all the way up the court with him, and he's gonna get another slow motion dunk, a two-handed slam as he finishes off the dunk over there. So 13-0. Come on, we got 19 seconds to hold on and make sure our opponent doesn't score in this showdown quarter. It's Hornacek up against Steph Curry over here. Can we get the steal? He's got the pick and roll going with KD though. He's trying all these dribble moves. No, Kevin Durant has got wide open to get that dunk off, and we've got 4 seconds left to go. We'll try a nuts three-pointer to end off the quarter. It's an off-balance three, not a great release, and unfortunately Bronny just missing that shot. So 13-2 is not a bad quarter at all. 11 points difference is great to see, and we do win it overall. GG's to our opponent. We did have a massive overall advantage though, to be fair. 25 to 13 over there. So Bronny James, first gameplay I've done with him in NBA Live Mobile. I don't think we're going to see a better player model than what we've got at the moment, or if we will ever see a better version of him in the game itself, because of course he's in the G League at the moment. But let me know in the comments down below whether you've managed to pull him. Have you tried him out in gameplay? What do you think? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. And at the very beginning of the season, I simulated the 2024 to 25 season in NBA 2K25. If you want to go check out what 2K thought would have happened, go check out the video in the bottom left-hand corner, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.